path. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to be here. Today, I am in awe and wonder at life. I'm in awe and wonder at life, at my life, at your life. Like life itself is just this amazing expression no matter what's going on. Like, I know so many times I get caught up in stuff that's going on and I miss the basics. Like I'm breathing. Like hold your breath for a while and then remember how good it is to breathe, right? Like when the shift is hitting the fan, right? Just get back down to basics. Like, oh my God, I have 10 fingers and an opposing thumb. I can grab stuff, you know, like, wow, this is great. I can walk around, you know, I mean, I'm breathing. My heart is beating. My food is digesting, you know, like just to get anchored in how amazing life is, how supported we are every moment. And I know for myself, I was having a conversation with a friend last night and he was reminding me, you know, I was kind of in a funk and he was like, what are you in a funk about? Look at your life. Like so many wonderful forces are moving through you and expressing through you. You just get to be you. Like what? Like get real, you know? And it helped me remember, like, even though we all face circumstances, that we can work some magic. We can work some magic in spite of circumstances. So that's what this talk, today's Walking the Path, is how to work magic. How do we work magic? Hey, Dorota. Hey, Robin. I'm grateful too. Robin says she's grateful. Dorota, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you all. I love it. This week, so many people who are here on property have said, oh my God, I'm so-and-so from Calgary and I'm this person and I'm watching your Facebook Lives. And it was so cool to connect with you guys when you're here. I'm so grateful. So I love it when you type in and let me know you're watching and where you're from. And if you have any questions, I love to have that interaction. So please interact. Interact, damn it. Okay, so magic, right? Like we are all magicians, right? And a magician is like sleight of the hand, ta-da, right? Out of nothing, something emerges. That's magic, right? But we always think magic is a sleight of hand. But what is magic really doing? Magic is redirecting your attention. Ooh, that's good. Magic is redirecting your attention. So for us to work magic in our lives, we just need to redirect our attention. Just like what I did in the beginning, like there was circumstance, there was life and happening, and somebody redirected my attention to remind me of the awe and wonder of just being alive. Just that we have this life at all. Woo, yes. Vinny, what's up, girl? Brian, man, thank you, brother. So good to see you. Debbie Fernandez, mahalo. Great to see you. So, you know, this redirection of attention, right? Somebody just helps you to redirect your attention. That we can create new pathways in our life. Energy is always moving. Energy is never stagnant. It's always moving. It's always changing. It's always dynamic. And so we can either assist the flow or restrict it. So often we're restricting it. But the first step is to realize that we are living and moving and having our beingness in a creative medium that responds to our thinking, right? That's the first thing. We are living and moving and having our beingness in a creative medium that responds to our thinking. And so our job as magicians, as alchemists, is to be aware of what's so. We're not denying the circumstance. But what we are doing is observing the circumstance. And that's like magic, right? Like, oh, here's this box, right? And I'm going to produce a rabbit out of a hat, right? The hat is empty. The circumstance is emptiness. And yet I can produce something by redirecting my attention. So our first step is to, hey, Cammie, Lucky 13 at the Rythmia residence, woohoo, in the house. So the first step is in creating magic, in creating an alchemical change in the circumstance is to first be aware that whatever is happening is a reflection. It's reflecting and revealing back to us something that is seeking to be healed within us. Hey, first time, Elena Rodriguez, pleasure. Michael, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, Elena, welcome. So the first step, we live in a creative medium that responds to our thinking. So whatever we are experiencing is a response to our previous thought. Reverend Michael talks about this, that whatever we're experiencing now is a condensation of thoughts held previously, right? So if we're looking to change the flow of the energy of the circumstance in which we find ourselves, it is a redirection of our thoughts to condensate in the next iteration in a new way. How do we do that? How do we do that? First of all, I want to talk about alchemy. Oh, cool. Elena says I pronounced her name correctly. How do we, alchemy. So alchemy is the ancient philosopher's stone, right? And the principle of alchemy is that you can convert or transmute lead into gold. Right? That's the wish of the alchemist. Now, we're going to use that metaphorically. The lead is the heavy thoughts that we are carrying. The fear, the doubt, the lack, the limitation, the worry, the not enoughness, the blame, the shame, the guilt, and all of it, right? Those are the leaden, heavy, lower vibrational thoughts. How do we transmute those into the golden light of awareness, the golden light of spirit? How do we transmute that? Well, first of all, the first thing is complete awareness, open awareness, right? I first have to accept everything just as it is. Everything just as it is. Because if the universe is reflecting back to us previous thoughts that we've held, then we need to make sure that our thoughts are directed in the right direction. And to have our thoughts go in the right direction, we need to make sure that all the energy is moving in the right direction, in the same direction. Frequently, we have contra energy. So I want to be more spiritual. I want to be in a relationship. I want to experience more abundance. Whatever it is that we want more of, I want to be smarter. I want to be more spiritual. I want to be more enlightened. I want to be in a better relationship. I want to be more abundant. All of those things are fine aspirations. However, there's a contra energy there, because whenever I want more of something, what I'm actually saying energetically underneath that is that right now isn't enough, that I'm not enough, the moment's not enough. And that is the energy that gets telegraphed to the universe, not enough. And the universe is reflecting back to us more, not enough, right? So how do we get that energy all going in the same direction? The first way is full open awareness and acceptance, radical acceptance of what's so. We frequently don't do that because what I noticed I used to think was, if I accept what's so, I'm consenting to it. I'm accepting the situation. It means I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being in a relationship. I'm okay with not having enough money. I'm okay with not being spiritual. Right? That's what it means, right? If I accept. No. Acceptance is the realization of what's so, of being present to it. That right now, in this moment, every potential exists. There's no other moment. There's no other moment. There's no future. Because when we get to the future, we'll find that we're in the present. And there's no past that was better, nostalgia for the past. We're thinking about the past or the future in the present. The present moment, as we have so frequently heard, is all we have. And the present moment is our gateway to the eternal now. It is within that eternal now that all things are possible. All things are emerging now, not in the future and not in the past. So acceptance allows us to step into the frequency and vibration of the now and accepting what's so, right? Because if I'm hopeful for some fruition in the future, I'm automatically signaling to the universe that right now isn't enough and I'm going to have more not enough. So the first step is radical acceptance. Hey, Sherry, Elena, thank you for your comments. This idea of lack and fear, right? It's okay to have lack and fear. But the way out of lack and fear is to first acknowledge that that's where I'm at. Hey, Danny, my brother, that's where I'm at. Right now, I'm having fear. Right now, I'm experiencing lack, right? I'm not consenting to that lack, but that's the state that I'm in right now. So the first thing is to acknowledge it and to accept that part of us, right? I'm always trying to cut some part of me out, to fix something, to make it better, right? Well, that is warring against myself. That is actually contra energy. So by first coming into full self-acceptance of everything that I am, everything that I'm not, just being fully present to this now moment, I now create the conditions for something to emerge. Because I'm no longer fused with these emotions or with this feeling of lack or limitation or not enoughness. Now I'm observing, there's how I'm feeling. The minute I can bring my awareness to the present moment, I've separated myself, created just a little bit of distance between me and the thought. And now I can operate from my true self, the observer. I have a body, but I'm not my body. I have a mind, but I'm not my mind. I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. Well, who am I? I am that which is true, that which is real, that which is eternal, that which is unchanging, that observer within me. So the first step is in acknowledgement and acceptance of just what's so. And I love Debbie's like, dude, this subject is exactly where I'm still, where I'm at, right? Oh, so cool. Thank you, Debbie. Greetings from Finland, Mina, hello. All right, so to convert those heavy, first of all, acknowledging, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm feeling not enough, I'm lack, I'm worried, whatever it is, first is to acknowledge it. And then the current situation versus the optimal situation, right? I have to have some understanding of the current situation and then begin to magically imagine and dream the optimal situation. Now, the optimal situation is that which is seeking to emerge, right? So the alchemist has to have a little bit of gold to convert the lead into gold. So we have to have a little bit of that idea of that which is seeking to emerge in order to convert those heavy leaden thoughts of lack, worry, doubt, fear, and not enoughness into the golden light of all things possible, infinite potential, infinite possibility. We frequently get caught in the specifics, right? What is the optimal situation? Well, it looks like this, and it becomes really narrow. So how do we maintain a vision of an optimal situation without limiting the way it can be expressed in our lives? This we do through intention, right? Our intention is like shooting. Our intention is a trajectory, right? Our intention is a trajectory, and by using intention, we create the circumstance for something to emerge within a boundary and settings of qualities. So intention is important because we're talking about the qualities of of the situation. What are the qualities of that optimal situation? So if it's, I'm in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship. I wish I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife. Okay. So I'm not going to say the optimal situation is me being in a relationship. Rather, I'm going to say the optimal situation, what would I experience if I was in a relationship? Unlimited joy. I would experience unlimited joy. I would experience partnership, camaraderie. I would experience gratitude. I would experience connection. I would, what are the qualities of that optimal situation? Now, I'm no longer stuck in, I need somebody to fulfill me. I'm not enough because I'm lacking that person. Now I'm in the qualities of joy and community and connection and love and harmony and balance and order. Right now, we're in the qualities of it. So the first aspect of transmutation, of alchemical magic, is to consider the qualities of that optimal situation. And by considering the qualities of that optimal situation, we then are carrying the vibration and frequency of that situation. We have to be willing to become in consciousness first before we can have. There's being and then doing. We have to be about it, be in the awareness, be in the vibration, be in the frequency. We have to actually bring our ontological wholeness, our beingness, into that vibration. Now, what that requires is that we are in the world, but not of it. I'm in the circumstance. I see the situation as it is. I'm fully accepting it. And now I'm going to use my magical alchemical power to envision the optimal situation and what qualities would be present in that optimal situation. And I'm going to start contemplating those qualities. My intention is love. My intention is connection. My intention is harmony and joy and partnership. Now I'm holding the vibrational frequency of that which I'm seeking to bring forth, that which is seeking to emerge. Remember, Jesus says, don't get caught up in appearances. He was the greatest alchemical master of them all, converting a few fish and a few loaves into enough to feed thousands, calming the waters, healing the sick, raising the dead. Don't get caught up in circumstances. Let me carry the frequency of that which is seeking to emerge. Let me carry that little bit of gold, that little bit of light, that little bit of the intention. It doesn't have to be a lot. What was another thing they said in the Bible? If I had the faith of a mustard seed, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Thanks, Benny. Wow. I love it. So don't get caught up in circumstances, because here's the thing. And I read this, I'm reading Dune. I'm reading like the whole Dune series right now. Amazing, amazing. Frank Herbert is as my friend Danny said to me the other night, he's a prophet. He certainly is. So he says, when you think you know something, that is the perfect barrier to learning. When I think I know something, that's the perfect barrier to learning. So the invitation is to see beyond what you know. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If I know that I'm not in a relationship, if I know that life sucks, if I know that everybody's out to get me, right? That's the perfect barrier for learning something new. What I know that guy's an asshole. No way that he can be anything else. So we have to see beyond what we know, because we know this. There's what we know, there's what we know we don't know, and there's what we don't know we don't know. That's the greater part of wisdom. So we have to see beyond what we know to bring in the frequency of that which is seeking to emerge. Now, I want to get specific with you on a couple of things. Now that we are carrying that frequency, right? Now that we're carrying the broader quality-based aspects of our optimal situation, we then can get specific. Now we can get specific. Let's look at some goals, right? Last night, I did a little visioning session with my visioning partners, and we did this, and it was for the new moon, and you can still catch that new moon energy today. So imagine whatever the situation is that you're in, whatever that is that you are seeking to transmute. First, step into full acceptance of what's so in the present moment. Then use your alchemical toolbox to create the optimal situation and the qualities of that optimal situation. And now that we have the quality based, we can add our attention to it. By putting our attention to it, we have our intention. Now we're going to put our attention on some goals, right? So if my intention is to be in a relationship, right, and the qualities of that relationship are connection and community and love and joy and partnership, then I can't say, well, in 3 months I want to be in a relationship. But what I can say is, what are some first steps that I can take to bring those qualities into my life? What can I do to bring joy into my life? What can I do to bring community into my life, to bring connection into my life? Let's start living from that place. So we can look at some specific goals and then some first steps. So if I have an intention for abundance, right? Well, what are some first steps that I can take? I can talk to some people in my life that are living abundantly. I can see what they're doing. I can look at my financial situation and consider tithing, right? And how can I bring in the qualities of circulation? If abundance, circulation, full self-expression, all of those qualities. What are the other qualities of abundance? If I was living an abundant life, I'd be in joy. If I was living in an abundant life, I'd be in awe. If I was living in an abundant life, I'd feel free and liberated. All right, so those are the qualities of abundance, of living abundantly. Now, what are some first steps that I can take to bring those qualities into my life? So I heard this the other day, and I got a clipboard. I had to make some notes for this one. So I am intention plus attention equals manifestation. I am attention, manifestation. I love that. So our I am statements: I am pure love. I am unlimited joy. I am abundance itself, right? I'm going to create my intention by creating the optimal situation and the qualities that exist in that optimal situation. I'm going to use my alchemical toolbox, a little bit of that high frequency, just the faith of a mustard seed, to hold that vibration of something that's seeking to emerge. Because as Reverend Michael had shared, I love the statement that our current experience is the condensation of our previous thoughts. So let's bring the seeds, that little mustard seed of the new thought that we are looking to create in our lives, and place our attention on it. I'm going to work with those qualities every day. I'm going to put those qualities on my altar. I'm going to take a piece of butcher paper and put it up on the wall, and I'm going to write those qualities down so I see it every day. And now I'm working with that. What's my intention? Abundance. What's my intention? Unlimited joy. What's my intention? Connection and partnership and community. What's my intention? Freedom and liberation. What's my intention? Health and vitality. I'm going to work with those intentions. I'm going to put my attention on the intention and watch manifestation occur. Watch as those lower vibrational frequencies transmute into the golden light of awareness. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm loving all of your comments. I'm so appreciative that you showed up. I really appreciate it when you type in, and I love it when you come to Rythmia and visit me. I'm so grateful. So I'm going to call it to an end today, our little alchemical magic, and I am so grateful for you showing up. I'm wishing you all an absolutely magnificent day, that there is a deep realization of your oneness with all of life, that you are one with all of life, and one with life means that nothing's against you. One with life means that there's nothing, no counter force. You're one with it. So you're in the flow. This is my intention, and I'm placing my attention on that truth for each one. I claim it for myself, and I claim it for each of you. Divine flow, ease, peace, and grace, today and always. God bless you, God keep you, God shine its face upon you, raise you to its countenance, and bring you peace, abundance, joy, love, beauty, wisdom, and intelligence, and all needs met. And so it is. Thank you. Angie says, may we always find a pony in the crap. I love it. Oh my goodness. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Blessings.